I think so. We are all have been in the situation when our body is trying to tell us something, right? That we are doing wrong or we are missing, and we couldn't understand early, and we are suffering the consequence. For example, a flu, some stomach ache, some headache the most of the time, or something more serious, right? So today we're going to review the body language, but how the body can explain about our thinking. It's another way of thinking. Okay, so let's try to explain a typical situation when we are meeting a friend. When we are meeting a friend that we haven't seen for a long time, and we start to think about when we see this person, right? We have many thoughts, and if we love this person, we're going to have some warm feeling, right, about this person, beside of our thought, beside of our attitude, right? So how we can realize that we like this person or we feel good with this person because we felt this warmth in our body, right? So this is telling us, I like this person, I feel nice next to this person, right? So this is how body can tell us. And it's the same when we don't like someone, right? We have this strange feeling in our body that we cannot tell, but it's something that is strange, it's unpleasant, right? So that is the reason body help us sometimes to puzzle some information about some situation or some person. So that is the reason it's so important that we are connecting with our body. And the most common way that we are connecting with our body is when we are doing exercise. So what we want to review today, we want to review self-care, physical body, right? And I'm going to give you a very quickly exercise at the end. So I stay until the end, that you can do once per week. I recommend once per week, so you can check how are you doing, because sometimes we're so stressed, we have so many responsibility that we didn't realize when we got sick, right? So but before we started, I'm going to introduce myself for the people that's new on this channel. My name is Veronica. I'm a chemical engineer and I have years of experience in the corporate work, and in these channels I'm going to share with you insights about abundance, self-love, and about spirituality. So let's start it. I have my notes here with self-care. So remember that how I explained at the beginning, this situation when you are meeting someone that is a friend or someone that you love one, the body speak about it, right? You feel this warm feeling. So it's the same with self-care, because when we are not treat us well, eating well, exercise, sleeping well, we're gonna have some consequence, right, in our body. And I have a good example of that, because I realized after 2 weeks that I had fever for 2 weeks, and I didn't realize because I was so stressful that I couldn't stop at any moment to realize that this suddenly headache was because I have fever. So I experienced it myself, because I know that sometimes when we are doing through a lot of stress, we forget about our body, right? And we don't treat them properly. My second point about physical body is how the physical body is related with emotions. So there's 2 points here. Maybe you are thinking, what have emotion with physical body, right? Okay, this is the point. There is a lot of new research about that. If you can, the correlation of the tolerance between physical and emotions have a correlations. So how you can tolerate or how you can to withstand stressful emotions is correlated that how you can handle pain, physical pain. But we have a solution for that. When you are training yourself, and in the most of the training that people is coaching related with abundance, with self-care, right? More on the Asia area, that we are more related with this type of practice like yoga. They try to work in the body as a strong body, not because they want to look nice. It's because they know that when you start to working in your body and you make your body strong, is when your mind is going to follow. Because every day that you wake up to do some exercise, to practice exercise, you need to be have a strong mind to be able to wake up to do the exercise, even though some days you don't have energy, some days you don't want it, some days you are busy, some days you are starving, anything happen, but you must to continue doing, right? So to be able to hack this thought, you have to be this motivation that move you to do this exercise. So that is the reason that we know that thoughts is trigger actions. We also know that if we work in our body, and our body at some point gets stronger, our mind is going to get stronger. It's going to follow. That is so important to work in our body. So let's do the exercise very quickly. It's 10 steps. And this is from the book, from the source, from the Dr. Tara. So the idea is, as I mentioned before, is try to do this exercise once per week, because it's going to help you to scan ourselves, right? So the idea is try to be in a place, sit down, right? So bring your attention for all your body in a place that is going to be just you, right? To try to avoid distraction. So sit down and start to notice your weight, feeling yourself, right? This is the first step. The second one is take this few deep breath. The idea is calm down the mind. Try to avoid thought. Okay, that is the idea, the second point. Point number 3. So start to turn the attention on your feet on the floor, right? Put the pressure over there. Check the weight of your feet, feel the temperature. Start to check every details that you didn't have the chance to do before. Do it now. So continuing to the body, notice your back. How is your back? Because you remember, have you realized that the most of the time we have trouble to, or when we have problems, our back have the pain, right? We feel stress and we knock ourselves. So that is the reason that when you check your back against your chair, you can realize how is your back. Try to have a base back with a strong posture, so you can realize what is uncomfortable. So after that, bring your attention from the stomach. Remember, start with the feet, back, stomach. You feel tense, you feel tight, because sometimes when we are very nervous, remember this is our gut, we tend to have some stomach problem, right? So try to take a breath here. When you are in this part of your scan, notice your hands. The next is your hands. How is your hands? They feel soft, they feel heavy. How you feel about it? Your arms. are too tight, how you feel your arms, your upwards towards until your neck, all these parts, how you feel your throat, right? Sometimes we didn't realize, and sometimes we have some pain in our throat, right, without reason. So that is one of the causes of the flu sometimes, especially if you are in winter like me in Europe. And try to relax and breathe. Try to, when you are relaxing and put attention, is when your body start to speak, right? And send attention to the crowd. This is the last part. Remember, feet, back, stomach, hands, arms, chest. To the crown. Try to relax. Try to relax this area. And take some breath deeply. A count of 3. And after that, you open your eyes. So after the scanning, you can have some results about how you're feeling this week, okay, for anything that happened, any situation that make you stressed. So that is everything for today. So if you like this video, if you like this content, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. My commitment with you is give you most information as possible, because as I mentioned before, I firmly believe that it's very important that we work in these 3 pillars of our life if we want to achieve anything in our life. And with everyone deserve a better life, the best life as possible. So share knowledge, share information, make some comments, and as I always said, share information and let's make a community.